Hey folks, Jason Steele here, and it's July 25th, 2025. We've got the Bank of Canada's big policy decision coming up on Wednesday, July 30th. Today, we're breaking down what's driving the Bank of Canada and where rates are headed. And yes, we're doing it vlog style. So what's the Bank of Canada thinking? Well, it's been an economic tug of war. Canada's economy shows a mixed bag. Surprisingly, markets are sturdy, with unemployment sitting around 6.9%. U.S. tariffs, though, loom large, squeezing some sectors like auto and manufacturing, hurting consumer and retail spending. If those two boneheads would play in the sandbox, maybe things would get better. So inflation, real talk, the core inflation hovers near the 2% mark, but stubborn pressure from wages and import costs due to the tariffs are causing policymakers to tread cautiously. Bank of Canada survey says the latest business outlook survey shows firms are less worried than earlier this year, but still cautiously optimistic. Many are absorbing higher costs, leaning on steadier pricing rather than passing them to consumers. That was a survey by RBC and the Wall Street Journal. On July 30th, the outlook is that the Bank of Canada will likely hold rates at 2.75. With mixed economic data and persistent inflation, a pause makes sense until the fog around trade clears. Forward-looking, market pricing suggests maybe another 0.75 percentage point of cuts by the year end, possibly bringing the policy rate down to 2 to 2.25% by late 2025. Will things improve? Will it be a trade game changer? Well, a breakthrough does sound likely, and will be a rebound in trade deals or lifts on tariffs could ease inflation and open the door to cuts later in the year. Again, that's an RBC survey. Monetary versus fiscal toolkit. Some economists, like RBC, have already done the heavy lifting. 225 basis points of cuts since mid-2024, and further support may be better delivered through target fiscal policy, not broad rate moves. So warning flags. Retail sales dropped in May and June, signaling consumer weakness, but July we're hoping to see a rebound. If weakness persists, it strengthens the case for cuts. It's crazy. I mean, I wish they would play in the sandbox properly. Everyone is getting a foul taste in their mouth because of this beating of the chest, if you were to say. So the wrap up, July 30th, a 2.7% hold. Key drivers, solid job market versus tariff and inflation pressures. Looking ahead, if trade winds turn favorable and we can sail nicely and inflation continues to ease, 1 or 2 cuts are likely by late 2025, nudging the rate into the mid 2% territory. Final word, as I would say, eyes sharp, folks. July 30th is on hold, but the real story is what comes after. Signposts in data and trade will write the next chapters, and we'll be tracking every twist. So if you want to keep hearing more, if you like what you see, subscribe. Click the button below, like my page, whatever social media platform you're seeing this on, hit like and follow, and you'll see more of this. And as always, folks, work hard, be kind, and keep rocking it. Have a great day.